Welcome back to the Morning Brief right here on Channels Television. So I'm going to start by asking you, is content creation your next journey, your route to, breaking even, making money, or is it just, you're walking past Instagram street on social media or on Facebook and just getting a good laugh? Either way, laughter, they say, is good for the soul, either from the one making you laugh or from the, pardon me, laughy. It seems like we're going to be the laughy on the program today as I welcome with joy Taaooma. She's in the building. Oh, guys, help me.
Okay.
Oh,
just clapping for us.
We're so glad to have you on the program.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
And I meant to ask you, for starters, was your growing up like what you project on your handle? Was your mom the typical no-nonsense African woman?
Yes, she's actually no nonsense, but mommy, if you're watching this, she's not like that. I just exaggerated it for the sake of comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't slap me all the time like that.
All the time.
Yeah,
I get that.
I have to emphasize on that.
I
mean,
that.
everybody once in a while.
We receive our fair share of slaps and slippers and omorogu.
And omorogu.
And the abara on the back.
The abara, that one, very, very easy. No need for, it's just the hand, so.
Okay, so where do you get the inspiration from that helps you to expand all of your characters? Because from what we see, you can be so many things in one skit.
So that is just basic family setting. So I just kind of coined out. I started off with Mama Tao and Tao, and later I was wondering, okay, if people start asking about the daddy, so I have to bring out the daddy.
Right.
I have to bring out a sister. So I think that's just my own family. I have my other sister, my other brother. I'm Tenny, and my mom and my dad. So that's just basic. So I think that's why I don't have other characters in the family, because I think I can't really figure out how they act. So I'm acting out my family members, but that's not how they are really.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, guys.
Those are your real family members of sorts, a representation.
Yeah, of
Beautiful.
how they behave. And when I did all those things, I found out that okay, everybody kind of acts the same in the other families.
Yeah.
So
I'm just wondering. It's a bit of a representation, of course, of an African family. And when you portray this, they call it, is it creative liberty, creative license, they call it. So you can exaggerate and go as far as you want. So if I want to take it a bit deeper in the conversation, would you say that has actually helped in a way, not the Gen Zs, by the way, before they come for me, that has actually helped in a way, maybe millennials like us to be able to be a bit more, probably comparatively more disciplined, more, I don't want to use too many words that the Gen Z will say, what are you saying about us? But I think you understand what I'm saying. They believe that the way we were trained, so when we look back and say, this generation, why are you not flogging them? Why are you not beating them? Why are you aligned there? What is naughty corner? Taaooma, your character doesn't have naughty corner. It's what we call manual research. So do you think that has helped in any way to, hold our value as a buffer?
well, some kind of way, I feel like I'm not the one to answer that question. I think I should redirect it to you, because I'm just acting out the way I was taught and the way you guys would actually teach us. Yeah, so I think one way or the other, I should actually direct that question to you to ask you that. Do you think that is going to help teach us, the Gen Zs?
Because the argument is, for the new generation, they see that as abuse. Some see the manual resets that Taaooma is always slapping people, all of that. For us, we say, okay, this is where we're disciplined to become whatever we are or we want to be. But the new generation feels that, parents really abused. In fact, you were enduring abuse thinking that you were properly parented. So that's the argument I'm trying to make here.
Well, I get a lot of comments like that. And I feel like maybe it's because, almost everyday skits, I just add a slap. And every opportunity that I get to tell them that I'm just exaggerating it. And of course, there's a very thin line between abuse and teaching, and you need to know when not to cross that line. And as a parent, you can't just every day slap as Mama Tao.
That could be someone's reality for real. Depends on the hood you grew up in.
Exactly. So that's why I try as much as possible. Whenever I have opportunities, I tell you that I've exaggerated this thing. Just because, and sometimes when I don't add the slap, people tend to ask me, oh, Tao is supposed to be slapped, she's supposed to get slapped, and all of those things. So I added it as my own thing. So that's not how my parents are, and for me, I've never seen a parent like that. So, but basically, if you do anything that is not good, you call it slap. I mean, when you're at home, it's not every day that you do something that is not good. It's not as if you're a goat. You definitely would do something right sometimes. So, but once you do something that is not right, not to call it.
So let me put you on the spot. What do you think is okay by you? Forget your skits now. Manual reset, naughty corner. Which do you think works for an African house?
African house for an African child. Maybe punishment, but not naughty.
No, you're being political.
No.
The manual reset is straight up slap.
No, I don't think I would advise that.
Okay.
You know, like, because I feel like it's not the way we see it now. I don't think we want something like that. Okay. So I guess we should just probably do a subtle way. Maybe if you're a boy and you like to play games, they can decide to take off your games and all of those things. But I don't think naughty corner. Go and sit down in naughty corner. I think I'll need that. If you tell me to do that now, I would gladly go and do it.
Absolutely. And it's very interesting seeing you out of character.
Yeah.
I mean, you're well dressed, you speak well. You're not dressed this way. This looks good.
School.
I know. But the point is, a lot of people forget that there's actually the Tao, there's a Mariam Apaokagi green beyond all of this. So it's good that we brought you out of that character to dig deep into your life as well. But speak to us. The very first skit I saw of you was the one that went viral. I can't remember how many years now. You were in the vehicle. Sorry, Taaooma was the vehicle with the mother. And I think she forgot her, is it the assignment or the bag or the
she forgot her bag.
Lunchbox or something at home?
She forgot a bag at home, but she picked a lunchbox.
You know, right? And I could relate right there because it happened to a lot. I think that was the one that blew you up.
Yeah, it was the one.
I could relate because it happened to me a lot of times. And my mom would be like, only food. You don't want to. And that was what blew you up. That was how many years ago? Like 4-ish?
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Now that journey has been quite phenomenal for you because you've grown from that. We'll talk about the project you're working on. Helmet, I think, is a project that you're working on. So you've gone from shooting skits on mobile phones to shooting skits on some very top equipment with your husband now because you have a whole team behind you. So speak to us about that journey, how content creation has transformed your life. You're a big woman now, literally. So talk to us
making plenty money.
Talk to us about that journey. Don't deny it, Tao. We know these things.
Okay, content creation for me has been really amazing. Yeah, I guess everybody has their own obstacles in their line of work. So I won't say I have obstacles. Yeah, everybody has obstacles, but I've been able to manage and turn around the obstacles. And in the last 5 years, everybody would definitely have improved in their craft, which is what I have done. I've tried so much. I read a lot and I do so many research. I do my editing myself, and most of the times
you do the editing yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No.
Brilliant.
Even now that you have a team.
Even now, especially now that I have a team.
Why?
So because I'm not satisfied if someone edits for me. I know that's sometimes very tedious for me to do that, but I can't put out the content without me seeing it and perfecting the editing, at least to my own. If I put out edits, there's sometimes that, okay, you might not be satisfied as another editor or another person, but to my own satisfaction, I have to make sure that whatever gets out there is what I say is fine. So that if anything happens, then I can say, oh, Tao, you did not do this well. Then I do something else again. but I don't know why. So,
maybe you're a perfectionist, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, sorry, I just want to ask, are you this, because we don't see you as a gentle, calm person. So
I'm a very gentle person.
You are?
Yeah, I'm a very gentle person.
Obviously.
It's when I wear this character, then I'm...
You just switch,
I
right?
Okay, Tao, talk to us about the journey. I was hoping to hear some backstory. I know that it wasn't always easy. So at what point did it become big for you? Did you really begin to make money? Was it that easy? Because a lot of people want to be content creators, you know, and there's some things that you just watch and you just, it's just wasting my time, you understand? So what was the backstory? What was the inspiration? Was it accidental or was it deliberate entry into the content creation space for you?
It was very, very accidental. I never thought I would, if anybody asked me when I was in grade 12 that, oh, I'm going to be a comedian, I'd be like, how is that going to happen? So my husband now, then boyfriend.
Glory to God.
Glory to God. So it was like, he used to shoot and he came around and was shooting. It was in this cloning shoot, and it was like, you know, cloning is basically you making yourself into two. And he was talking to himself, and I was wondering like, what's happening with this song? Why are you talking to yourself? So I was very curious to know exactly what he was doing, and he just introduced to editing. When he finished what he was doing, I saw it was cloning. I was like, wow, this is very nice. I want to learn this. And then as at that time in my school, grade 12, then I mean, from grade 9 or to 12, you have to have a laptop, you have to have a smartphone. So I think I had everything that I needed. I had a laptop, I had a smartphone, and my brother loved cameras, so he had cameras then. So I basically had everything that I needed. So I was like, okay, there's nothing stopping me to be able to learn how to edit. So I started off shooting content. I don't even remember what I used to shoot then to edit. And then later, he told me that I should try to like get content for myself. So instead of me going out to shoot maybe somebody walking and all of those things, I could actually start off a content myself so that I can edit this content and put it out.
So your husband was one of your inspirations, your push.
It was one that pushed me. It was one that started off.
Okay.
What about your mom and you? Don't you think something? Okay, what does your mom do that, you know, and you can make out something funny about it? Then I started off. So many times he's going to give me stories because I was wondering, how am I going to start? What exactly am I going to do, or what am I going to say? So I started off that way, and when I get content, I edit. I go to school during the week. I come back Friday, I make at least 1 or 2 contents. I edit it and post it the next week. Even if it doesn't have views or comments, I mean, it's not as if I care, but I just posted it there, I put it out there. And later I found out that people actually like the character and what I'm playing. And I mean, my editing that time seemed very, very nice. So I started off, I continued the effort, I intensified the effort to make content, that's to get stories and make content for them. And when this particular one, I didn't want to shoot that content.
No way.
I didn't want to shoot that content. It was the one that pushed me. That I was like, oh, I don't know if the story is nice. I don't know if and they said, okay, just shoot it. There's nothing like story is nice or story is not nice. Wow. Just shoot it and put it out there. You never know. And I just shot it. The way I post content, I shoot, I post, and I go and drop my phone, and I do something else.
So was that when, sorry Jeffrey, was that when your page became monetized?
No, okay, so Instagram doesn't pay, but then, yeah, that was when I started actually getting offers to make something and get paid.
Okay, more like a traction.
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking a lot, so maybe let's get to feel and see exactly what you've been doing. For those of you who don't know Taaooma, well, I don't know what to say, but maybe this will be an introduction. But some of us are familiar with her. Let's take a look at some of our skits.
What be this? Which baby is this one? Whose baby is this one again? Now, what's your dabe? How are you? you. Please help me hold your sister, Help me hold her. Good. If she's crying, just come and call me. Come back her for me. Look how baby fits you. Looks good.
What's that? What's that? Better get out of here. Are you okay?
What did I do?
What's that? Better get out of here. You cannot see that I'm doing something. Something wrong with you.
Why not shutting my head?
Wait, the commercial republic.
You know what? You're not coming now. Going where? Going to? Yes, you do that. Lime. In fact, go say. You know. Me name is.
That's
We
not
could go on and on and just keep doom scrolling.
We can just keep
about
going on and on.
content.
So I just want to find out how much work goes into these productions. Tell us.
Okay, depends on the kind of production. Like these ones, I shoot at least like 2 hours or 3 hours for shooting, and for editing, I can edit. It depends on how fast I need to edit. I can edit this like in 1 hour, and I can post it. But if I want to be lazy about it, then I spend like 1 day going off and on it.
Wow.
So,
You know, I'm really curious about the backstory to your work, but I don't want to bug you too much. By the way, you've highlighted the role that your husband played, then boyfriend, now husband. I'm tempted to ask, is that why you guys got married? You're like, you know what, we're made for this. Let's just do this.
Let's just follow through.
But obviously, the love plays a huge role. But the content creation industry is quite huge now, really big. And the average young person wants to do some content creation. And you see them all around, everybody with their phone trying to do some content creation. So there's the positive and the negative. I don't know for you if you would advise everyone to come into content creation on the one hand. Two is just how sustainable is this industry for you? Because I've heard a lot of people say, Tao, this is the time for you to invest. Okay, now that you get a lot of attention, you're getting a lot of money, please invest, build something that will be sustainable, because they always say that you might not get the attention for life. So I wonder how you handle all of that, essentially looking into the future, because you know that, yes, your talent is huge now, but you can always scale up to be sustainable.
So first of all, I would say if you want to do content creation, because I usually tell a lot of people that I talk to, if you want to do content creation, just know that content creation has different parts, and what is just 1%. 1% is just comedy. There are a lot of other ways that you can make content. You can be a mechanic and also make content, and you make money from content, and you make money from. Actually, your rate card will even go up by the time you make content with whatever you're doing. You can be anything and you're making content.
Beautiful.
But what people don't understand is that I think they just feel like comedy is the part of content creation that you can do. But I always try to convince them that if I'm not doing comedy right now, I'll probably have a restaurant, and once I see people making content, I will jump into it.
And you can still have that restaurant, by the way, but particularly now that you're a big woman, according to Kayode.
I opened one. It's a long story.
You did?
It's actually not a restaurant, but like a delivery dispatcher want to remove my neck. But I'm actually going to go back to it. I just took a break because they wanted my life and I didn't give it to them.
So dispatch riders came for you too.
Okay.
So I did business in Lagos, and you can manage dispatch riders. God bless you.
Honestly.
Okay, but there's a high demand for you to play one of your characters, and while you are getting into character, they're asking for Lukaku, by the way.
By the way, there's a whole team behind that is.
While you're getting into character, you're able to play Tenny, you're able to play
Tao.
So
you're
how
able
many
to play
characters you
How
play?
many
Mama Tao. So I'm going to ask you this while you're
10 maybe.
10, okay.
while you're able to while you're preparing that. Did you have an excess of playtime when you were growing up? I know when we were growing up, we used to play characters. Somebody would play daddy, somebody would play mommy, and then we use the doll as a baby. Did you have an excess, an overdose of it that makes
Well, I never knew I could do all these things, really. But I guess one of the ways that I was able to develop is I'm a omo get inside, like omo no get.
Right.
Yeah, I don't usually go out. There was actually one day like that. I came back from school Friday. I went in, or maybe Thursday. There was an holiday. I came back from school. I went inside, and my mom wasn't around, so I didn't go out throughout. And my mom was sending someone to go and check up on me, and the person said, "I'm not around." And my mom called me. I was like, "Where did you go to?" I said, "Mommy, I'm inside the house." And then I went outside to go and check that man. And I was like, "Oh, I don't know you're inside. So you did not check on me. You just go and tell my mommy that I'm not around." So I think those kind of times that I'm always alone, I get to I play, like, if you see me, you think I'm mad because I usually just play out things in my head. Yeah, on my own. Because I don't have, my older sister, they're like in school. I can't play with them because they're out. So I'm the only person, I'm the last one. So I just stay at home and I do so many things on my own. I mimic so many things on TV, and I think that was how I was able to change so many things. Like Laolu's voice now, I don't edit it, and people feel like I edit the voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even Tenny's voice, even Kunle's voice.
You actually create this voice for real. You can switch.
I don't know how to do sounds.
I thought you do the pitch, you change the pitch.
No, I don't change pitch. The only
Or
person
the
that I
app
change the pitch
changes the pitch for you.
is Mazi. I have an Igbo character.
Right.
Yeah, and I didn't get Mazi's voice because I had to get the Igbo right, so I can't do the two things
So
together.
you had to get some sort of
Yeah.
Interesting.
But for every other voice, I don't pitch. I don't do.
But you've still not talked about, pardon me, the sustainability part.
Oh.
Yeah, helmet is something you're working on.
Yeah.
If I'm correct. So, when do you want to stop skit making or content creation? Is that something you want to do for life? Maybe you want to be like some of the grandmasters. And what is your plan for having sustainability in this industry? Because you can't do it for life. So absolutely.
Okay. If I say I don't have a plan, I'm going to sound unserious.
It's okay. They always tell us think 5 years ahead, but you're like, let me just leave.
Let me live now.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely working towards it, and I'm not going to stop content creation. I'm just going to probably move to another level. Yes. I don't know what level that is, but I'm working on it.
It's
So
okay.
do you
No
crave
pressure.
the acceptability and validity of Nollywood since they're in the same family?
Sorry, can you, I didn't get the question.
Would we be seeing you in Nollywood in the coming in this year or in the coming years?
Yes.
Is that what helmet is about?
Yes.
Don't want to let it out.
Tell us about helmet. Come on. I saw a post on your social media.
Just maybe 30
yesterday.
seconds.
Okay, so I don't want to talk too much about Elmet, but I'm a very good story writer too. I write stories.
Obviously.
And Elmet is something that I wrote, not me alone. I don't want to add my husband, but we did it together. Abula, we did it together, and we shot Elmet. That's actually like not the one that we actually want to, put out, but that is like a pilot. Yeah.
Like a teaser of
Yeah.
sorts.
So I just put it out there.
Is it coming out this year?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Everything.
Okay.
I don't know.
But should we look forward to it?
Yes, that's why I posted it for it to be looked forward to.
All right.
I guess Tao is
There's
trying to
there's
manage the information
Don't worry,
here.
we won't tell anybody if you tell us.
There's a lot of different.
you're lying.
Oh, yes. I forgot. I totally forgot.
There's a lot of demand for Lukaku,
Kulele.
Kulele. So you're gonna do that for us. But we want
Tenny
and Tenny,
Pepe.
because maybe when you
Pepe.
come some other time, we're gonna ask you questions about regulation and regulators, as well as issue of Monile and some of your colleagues having to pass on, given the risk they take to create Skit.
Yeah, that was very sad.
But we don't want to dampen your spirit. But there's a lot of, just to tell you, there's a lot of, it's an industry now. So kudos to people like you who have made content creation an industry in Nigeria. So I would say the industry, we're talking to you, we're talking to Macaroni, we're talking to all of this. This 10 years ago, we never knew this existed. But now, you guys are taking it a step further. So, well, Lukaku, Tenny, what's the other character?
Tenny,
Kulele.
Kulele.
So that,
We'll just play our own characters.
according to popular demand, before we say, so up to you. So tell us which before you get into the character.
Please just help me ask the questions, probably.
Oh, I see.
So I'll have something to talk about.
Okay.
Tenny, yeah.
So Tenny, where's your sister?
Which sister are you talking about?
Your sister. Where is she?
I don't know. I live at home and I told her that I'm coming to Shannon to come and do interview. You people call me, say that I should come. I said, come like this. You not give me anything to eat. No wala. When I reach home, I'm going to tell my mom that I not give me anything to eat.
We're sorry. Please manage this
forgive us.
water at least.
Okay.
So let's do Kule.
Let's do Kunle. So now that you're angry with us that we didn't give you water, you know, if we call you again, are you going to come? And is there anything we can do to, you know? But there's water in it.
Well, I don't think I will. Well, I'm an elderly person, so as Tenny said that you do not give me anything to eat, maybe you should just go and appeal to her. Because for me, I'm okay.
Fantastic. And finally, Lukaku.
Lukaku.
In fact, Lukaku is like the highest demand right now.
Lukaku, will you play for us on Saturday?
Huh? What is it? What is it? You want to play what?
Play for us on Saturday.
Oh, what are you doing on Saturday? I don't know.
Nigeria match.
Oh, my dear. I don't think I will do that because I'm a little old now, you know. Back in the days, I used to play a lot.
You used to play for which team?
Good. I think Kwara United.
Kwara United, oh my God.
You're from Kwara State.
Yeah.
Am I correct? So you always represent Kwara State. So shout out to Kwara State. Your product is here representing. And shout out to your husband as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
He does Abula.
Yes.
Right,
Thank
so
you,
shout out to
Mr. Green, for
Great work.
pushing Tenny and making her such a success today.
You called her Tenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tenny.
Yeah.
Taaooma.
Taaooma.
Miriam, see how you're confusing all of us.
okay.
But we must thank you for coming on the
Absolutely.
program.
Thank you so much for having
So
me.
whenever that movie or that feature comes out, we're here. You know, that's what we do.
Thank
Just to
you
make
so
sure
much.
we amplify your voices. We must thank you, Taaooma, for coming on the program. We really appreciate you. Thank you for coming.
So watch out for the morning brief skit with
Skit,
Taaooma.
yes.
We'll switch characters. I'll put out
we may switch
something.
characters. We may never know.
Oh, okay. You take loud.
We'll go on
you
this
so much.
quick
Jeremy
break.
will take Kunle, and I'll take Tenny.
There you go.
Okay.